It's Chinese New Year 2025, the year of the snake here in Pattaya, and the city is celebrating with days of events, festivals, and parties. But not everybody's happy, as some local business owners feel that, well, there's issues that have hurt business this year, especially across the border in Myanmar. Thanks for joining us. I'm Adam. We appreciate you being here. Now, as for the footage that you're watching, this was obviously taken at the Ballyhai Pier, along with various events taking place in Pattaya, in an interview with some prominent local tourism and business association owners. Now, Chinese New Year is a big deal every year in Pattaya, and regardless, even during COVID-19, when Chinese tourists could not visit, it's still big. And a lot of people don't realize this is because there's a very prominent Chinese Thai community that lives right here in the Chonburi area. Now, yesterday, you probably heard the fireworks all day on the so-called New Year's Eve. Many people are also celebrating today on the day, especially with bars and local places holding events throughout the day. However, as stated, some business owners said that recent news, which unfortunately went viral across the world and especially in China, about issues about Chinese nationals being trafficked across the border to Myanmar to illegal Chinese call center scams, have really put a lot of fear in many Chinese tourists and hurt bookings. Now, it's important to note that these issues are not anywhere near Pattaya, Phuket, or Bangkok, and in almost every case, the people that actually got conned into these call center scams were not genuine tourists coming to go on a tour trip or visit islands or attractions, but people looking for work. And unfortunately, they got scammed by these scam centers located in Myanmar and taken across the border. In one prominent case, a famous Chinese actor was taken who was later successfully returned to China. And that incident was the one that really went viral and, according to business operators, has hurt tourism roughly about 10 to 20% from China. Now, there's still plenty of Chinese here, and the Thai government and the Chinese government are working together very closely to try to overcome these objections and issues and, of course, get to the root cause of the situation. It's a bit difficult because, as stated, these actual centers, call centers, are across the border in Myanmar in an area that has basically been in civil war for several years now and is run by a hodgepodge of various rebel groups, the military junta, and other organizations. So implementing single law is difficult in these areas. That being said, one suggestion that's been made is that evidently some of the electricity in some of these border towns is supplied by Thailand. Now, Thailand says that it might be a bit difficult to cut it off, but it is something being looked into. And meanwhile, prominent Chinese officials are currently visiting Thailand and not only celebrating the Chinese New Year, but also meeting with the Thai Prime Minister to determine how to shut down these call centers where an estimated 100,000 people, some of them unfortunately trafficked and some of them employees, are working and scamming people around the world. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you and yours, regardless if we celebrate or not, have a very happy Chinese New Year and a great week ahead. It's Chinese